Did you know that some animals can talk to each other from hundreds of miles away or about hundreds of kilometers without any networks or modern technology? Or that certain species can create such a grand collective display that their enemies cannot even figure out what to attack? The natural world is full of wonders, and the extraordinary communication abilities of some animals will surely leave you amazed. In this video, we will explore 5 animals with the most unique communication systems on the planet, from transmitting secret signals to sending messages across hundreds of miles or about hundreds of kilometers without any barriers. By the end of the video, you will learn about the animal that can keep in touch over the greatest distance in the world in the most surprising ways. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any fascinating discoveries about the animal world. Now let's dive in! Starting at number 5, the starling. Have you ever seen such a massive group performance that it seemed like the entire sky became a stage? That's the breathtaking flight of thousands of starlings. It's so mesmerizing that you might wonder, wait, when did they practice this choreography to be so in sync? Behind this stunning beauty lies an extraordinary communication ability, one that could almost be described as telepathy. Whenever a predator, like a hawk, shows up, the starlings do not panic and scream, "Run for your lives!" No, they have a highly professional communication plan. Each chirp is an urgent signal, as if the whole flock is shouting, "Watch out! Enemy incoming!" And the amazing part is, this message spreads as fast as a 5G network. In just a blink, the entire flock reacts in unison. The starlings don't just disorient predators with sound, but also with their perfectly coordinated movements, like an airborne defensive army. But that's not all. Their next magic trick will blow your mind. When the flock moves, they don't fly randomly. Instead, they form a living mass that continuously shifts shapes, almost like a storm in the sky. Predators, like hawks, are left staring in awe, unable to distinguish a single target. It's as if the flock transforms into a massive creature, leaving the hawk clueless on where to strike. Scientists have discovered that each starling can keep track of 6 to 7 teammates around them, adjusting their flight path perfectly to avoid collisions. That's the secret behind their synchronized, smooth movements, which allow them to put on a spectacular display while maintaining a collective defense against any predators. Number 4, elephants. Did you know? Elephants are not just good at trumpeting through the forest. They also have a top-notch communication system, one that rivals modern technology. These gentle giants use a unique form of chit-chat through seismic waves. Every time they stomp their feet hard on the ground, it's not to show off their strength, but it's their way of sending a message, like, "Hey, can you hear me? Where are you guys?" Don't underestimate those elephant stomps. Every time they stomp forcefully on the ground, they send out a secret message like a Morse code. These signals could mean, "Come over here, there's food," or warn, "Danger, run fast." What's fascinating is that these stomps are so finely tuned that even over several miles or about several kilometers, other elephants can clearly recognize the message. It's like long-distance connection, but still close-knit. But that's not all. Elephants also have a silent mode called infrasound. These are sounds at such low frequencies that humans like us are completely deaf to them. But for elephants, it's like blasting a powerful bass speaker. They use this sound to chat from afar, like group messaging, but with waves that reach the universe, sometimes traveling hundreds of miles or about hundreds of kilometers. It's like far away yet so close to the elephant's ears. At this point, you might think elephants only hear with their ears. Wrong! In addition to those massive ears, they have another set of fancy antennas, the soles of their feet and their heads. Yes, you heard right. Elephants can use their feet and even their skulls to listen to seismic waves. So when you see an elephant resting its head on the ground, don't think it's sleepy. It's actually eavesdropping on signals from far away. Top-tier listening from head to toe. Number 3, ants. Ants, those tiny creatures that seem to be constantly running back and forth, actually possess communication skills so advanced that they can be compared to managing a large company with a chemical language. Instead of using words or flirty glances, ants have invented something called pheromones, like scented messages to communicate with each other. It may sound strange, but picture this. Every time an ant finds something delicious like a sweet snack or dropped food, it immediately drops a pheromone signal along the path back to the colony, as if saying, "Hey, food over here, don't miss out." Then other ants just follow the scent trail, and soon enough, you'll see a long line of ants heading towards the food, like it's prime time for a sale. But wait, pheromones aren't just for marking food. They also play a puppet master role during tense battles. When ants detect an enemy, they quickly release an alarm pheromone, like, "Get ready to attack! Danger's near!" Immediately, the whole colony springs into action, ready to defend or charge into battle without hesitation. What's more, if a situation gets too complex for pheromones to handle, ants switch to using their antennae to communicate. Their antennae are like direct communication tools. Just a light touch, and the information is instantly transmitted. Like when you switch from using a phone to near-field communication to share data. How convenient, right? Number 2, dolphins. Dolphins, the intellectuals of the ocean that everyone respects for their intelligence. But wait, did you know these creatures don't just perform acrobatic tricks? They also have a super special ability, calling each other by name. It might sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's true. Each dolphin has its own unique whistle, like a nickname, and when they need to call a friend, they whistle the exact name. "Hey Joe, swim faster!" Ocean Edition. How cool is that? Their ability to call each other by name is no joke. Dolphins don't whistle just for fun. Each whistle carries a whole message, like, "Here I am, anything you need." Imagine the vast ocean, and each whistle is a greeting, even when they're miles apart, or about kilometers apart. No phone needed, just whistle. The speed of receiving signals is as fast as a 5G connection. One whistle, and their buddies hear it instantly, no delay. But that's not all. This name-calling doesn't just help dolphins keep in touch, it also strengthens their bond as a group. In the vast ocean, just one whistle is enough for them to know where each other is, whether help is needed or if they just want to hang out. Each whistle carries its own identity, like a digital signature they use to recognize each other. Every whistle is a reflection of self. This puts them among the smartest and most social animals in the ocean. Finally, the blue whale. The blue whale, these silent giants of the ocean, are not only known for their enormous size, but also for their astonishing communication abilities. They can talk to each other over hundreds of miles, or about hundreds of kilometers, using the deep, low-pitched sounds they produce. What's fascinating is that it's not their size that makes their voice travel so far, but the extremely low frequencies in their calls, something humans need advanced technology to even detect. Blue whales communicate using sounds between 10 to 40 hertz, a range too low for the human ear to hear. Yet these sounds can travel through water for hundreds, even thousands of miles, or about kilometers, allowing blue whales to stay connected with their kind no matter how far apart they are. Just one call from the deep sea, and the whole pod knows that someone's sending a message. One call heard far and wide. These songs of blue whales are not just simple greetings. They play a crucial role in the whales' lives. Blue whales use sound to find mates, mark territories, and even warn each other of danger. What's remarkable is that, thanks to the ultra-low frequency of these sounds, their calls can penetrate through thick layers of water and complex underwater terrains. Scientists have even compared this to a grand stage performance in the ocean, where blue whales are the mysterious conductors, orchestrating the show with their deep, resonant melodies. So, we've just explored 5 animals with superhuman communication abilities that few would have expected. Each animal has its own unique way of staying in touch and surviving in harsh environments. The more we learn, the more we're amazed by the intelligence and complexity of nature. Don't hesitate to like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on more surprising discoveries. Thank you, and see you in the next video.